Hello, I'm going to tell you a bit about a research study conducted by the Prairie Swine Centre and the Canadian Centre for Health and Safety in Agriculture. This is an evaluation toolkit for new technologies, the needleless injector study. Over the past several years, Canadian pork production has moved from smaller family farms into large-scale high production barns. This transition has spurred several process changes and technological advancements throughout the pork value chain. So let's say that there's a new technology, tool, or method to help with production. How do you decide if it's going to have a net benefit to your business? There are a lot of things to consider. Although these innovations may have an impact on worker health and safety, these impacts, whether positive or negative, can be difficult to quantify and to integrate with business decisions. The goal of this project is to develop a suite of performance measures, or a toolkit, applicable to new workplace technologies. This will require considering a range of factors, including implementation costs, productivity changes, health and safety impacts, and worker feedback. The overall goal will be to determine the net loss or gain of implementing that new technology. The specific technology we're investigating in this study is needleless injectors. We're comparing them with conventional needle injectors. For some parts of the study, we are also comparing a novel needle injector which has been designed to be easier to use. This new novel needle injector is shown on the right. One of the first things we looked at is how these different injection tools are used in the barn in terms of biomechanics and productivity. We want to see if these injection methods are different in terms of muscle forces, awkward hand positions, and repetition. We chose these factors because they are risk factors for carpal tunnel syndrome. Measuring them will give us an idea if the injectors have different risk of upper limb disorders like carpal tunnel syndrome. And in order to find out how these risk factors might differ between the different injection methods, we went out to the barns to make some measurements. We measured position and movement using a posture sensing glove shown in the picture above. We assessed piglet processing for 324 piglets, or 324 piglets, and nursery pig vaccinations for 360 distinct injections. 3 people participated in this study. They were all women, right-handed production workers with substantial experience with conventional injections. They received training and the opportunity to practice with needle injectors before the testing began. We also measured electromyography, or EMG. These sensors help us to measure muscle activity so that we can estimate the forces of the muscles during hand and wrist movements. You can see the small green sensor on the arm, and the computer screen is showing the activity of the muscles. We also made video recordings to evaluate productivity. So we measure this in terms of the time to inject each pig. So far, 684 injections have been measured, and processing is currently underway to measure the muscle force, the hand-wrist posture for each injection method so that we can compare them. Up next will be interviews on worker and manager preferences, comparison of injury rates before and after the adoption of the needleless injector, and comparing the costs of each method. Project updates can be found at our website. We'd like to thank the stakeholder advisory group that has been collaborating with the study team, as well as the investigator group that has been conducting the research study. We'd also like to acknowledge our partners and our sponsors. To learn more about our projects in ergonomics, check out our website.